Welcome everyone. Today I'm going to walk you through a super clear explanation of joint products and how companies decide whether to sell its split off point or process further. We'll use an example involving corn processing, kernels, cobs, and husks. And I will show you exactly how managers make the right decision. Here's our plan for today. First, we will understand what joint products are. Second, we will look at decisions made at the split off point. Third, I will take you through a four numerical example. Then we will compare selling at split off versus processing further. And finally, I will summarize the key takeaway you must remember for real business. Joint products are multiple outputs that come from the same production process. Because they are created together, the cost before the split-off point is called the joint cost. Here's the important part. Joint costs are sunk costs when you are deciding whether to process further. They are already being spent and cannot be changed, so they are completely irrelevant and in the sale or process decision. Let's look at the example. We process corn and produce three things as a split point: 2,200 kilograms of kernels, 3,300 kilograms of cobs, and 550 kilograms of husks. The husks have no value and are disposed of. The joint cost before the split-off point was $12,000. After the split-off point, if we want to process further, we need separable costs: $5,000 to process kernels into creamed corn, and $8,000 to process carbs into corn oil. If we choose to sell immediately at the split-off point, here's the revenue we earn. Kernels can be sold for $18 per kilogram, generating $39,600. Cups can be sold for $4 per kilogram, generating $13,200. Total revenue if we don't process further is $52,800. Now let's see what happens if we process further. If kernels are processed into cream corn, we get 4,400 kilograms and can sell them for $25 per kilogram. That's $110,000. Cups processed into corn oil produced 1,650 liters, sold at $32 per liter. That's $52,800. Total revenue after further processing is $162,800. When we subtract the separable costs, 5,000 plus 8,000, the NRV becomes $149,800. Now we compare the two options. Selling as a split-off gives us $52,800. Processing further gives us $149,800. The incremental benefit is $97,000. The incremental cost is $13,000. So the company gains an additional $84,000 if it processes further. Clearly, processing further is the more profitable choice. Here's a golden rule you must remember. Joint costs are sunk costs. They do not matter in the sale or process decision. The only numbers that matter are incremental revenue and incremental costs, the separable costs. If the additional revenue from processing further is greater than the additional cost, then you should process further. If not, you should sell at a split-off point. And that's how managers make decisions for joint products.